Sup guys, Hobo Samurai, and today we are going to be talking about Fuse Zamasu. So let's get started. He's our new CR17 character. He's going to have amazing stat growth, although I feel like he is growing a little bit weaker than Vegito, but he's a CR17, so he's easily going to hit the 400k. And once when he's fully maxed, and you're talking rings and weapons and high level, he's easily going to break the 500k mark like people have done with Vegito. He is an offensive type with, let's see, Fire Curse here. The one issue that I'm having with this guy is he makes me think of Beerus. And in the beginning, while Beerus was really good, he slowly fell off. And it was due to the fact that it takes forever for these fire type guys to get their ultimates. This is one of the cons that I have. Right now, the game doesn't feel like the meta allows for fire types to really shine because tanks are just so powerful with, oh, I get hit, I build up rage, and guess what? I get to alt first round. Like, I fight Fully Cooley, for example. I have less speed than him. If RNG allows it, his whole team can sometimes physically attack my Vegito, and I'll get to alt first round, even though he's not supposed to, just because he built it up. And this is supposed to be more of a, as the fight continues and the team is slowly starting to get weaker, once when guys start dying, nukes are supposed to happen. Your team is just supposed to be alting and alting until you just start wiping them out. But it seems like there isn't, like it's missing something. I was actually going to make a video talking about a couple different just overall team builds that I thought were successful. And I wanted to play around with Go Tanks. And the fire, it feels like it's missing something to either speed this up or to help the fire guys live longer, because them being offensive types, their defense just isn't there. And tanks are just so dominant that they just die before they can even get their ults off. I mean, we've seen it with Beerus, we've seen it with Goku, we're going to see it with this guy. The only thing that's going to save him is he's our only CR17, so he is going to outlive a lot of the other CR16s and 15s, of course. But let's look at these skills here real quick. So we're dealing damage to a line of enemies. Reduce the skill triggers chance of the target for 2 rounds. I'm assuming that's the mini skill. I believe it's Arali who also does something similar to this. He adds a 15% chance to trigger secret jutsu for 2 rounds. That's a typo since this is a copy from the Naruto, but to trigger secret jutsu, I am not sure what exactly that is supposed to mean. He adds a 20% crit hit rate for 3 rounds, and there's a 15% chance to add 100% crit hit damage for this attack. So it's a very nice skill, but if anyone in the comment section, if you know the Naruto game at all, and what exactly secret jutsu is supposed to be translated as far as this, let's see, add on 15% chance to trigger secret jutsu. I don't know if that's like mini skill or what that's supposed to be. But overall, nice, hits multiple targets, self-buffing, so on. This is the ultimate. Deals damage to a line of enemies, again, 2 targets. Drain the target's crit hit damage, nice. And again, this is that key word here, drain. So I don't know if that takes crit damage from the target and he's adding it to himself, or is he just taking it away? This will be something that we'll obviously be testing through trial and error, but drain sounds like it should be kind of, I would think, added to him, kind of like 4 Goku does. And then here, drains 20% defense and reduces anger, which I'm assuming is rage. So overall, very good ultimate on 2 targets. This is almost like he drains the defense. That's almost like SS4 there. Drains crit damage where Goku's passive blocks crit damage. for the front line, so it kind of does it for everyone, but this is still doing it to two targets and then drains some anger. This is almost like Blue Goku's ability here. Then we have Ultimate Power. I don't know if this is correct since we saw the other one said Secret Jutsu, but increases self HP by 13.7, increase self HP by 13.7. I believe it's supposed to be just once. I don't think it's 13%. Take that total and add another 13%. I think that's just typo there. But again, that's very nice. And then this one, 100% chance to release the skill in the first round. I don't know what the skill is. I had someone on Facebook messaging me that in arena only, he is casting his ultimate. So I don't know if this passive is supposed to affect the ultimate. He should be casting it first round all the time, no matter what. Or if they're talking about his mini skill, like Arali's again, that can go every other turn or something like that. So I'm not 110% on this, but if it is supposed to be for the ultimate, that is really awesome. He adds, this is a level 88, is currently adding 5.61% attack to all allies. That includes your Vegito and just, this is the CR17 version of what Beerus gives. It also doesn't say anything about not stacking, kind of like how Zamasu or regular Frieza, theirs don't stack. This doesn't say. So if you are running a Beerus and you did happen to get this guy and you are wanting, I think the two of them together can really push your team to do a lot of damage to story modes, your cell games, instance hits. I think it's pretty berserk. And then there's this other part here. Add own 30% crit hit and 30% attack, which is sustained until the battle ends after 3 rounds, which, for example, Guild Instance guys and Cell, they all go 5 rounds. So he's guaranteed to get all of that damage. Overall, I think he's a good character. I think he's awesome. He does seem a little weaker than Vegito, but I consider the fire types, other than Goku Black and Whis, to be fairly weak. Just like I said, talking about their curses, they're a real pain to get those alts off. And I don't think his damage is that high in the beginning compared to Vegito's. But once when people start getting these, their guys fully maxed and stacked, we'll start to be able to compare. People have had time to work on Vegito and not this guy. The big downfall that I have currently is one, no food. We were able to get some through the event a little bit, but there's nothing to really sustain any type of food for him. And he's going to undergo, with the star up, no longer being able to use the universal debris. He's going to be whatever their new system is. So I can't really comment yet until I see it. I don't know how hard or easy, or if it's just going to be the same but just a different item for starting him up. But I would say overall, good character. If you have him, he's obviously a CR17. He should be on your team just due to the fact that his stats are going to scale. So even if you got him like me, I got mine at a 4-star. I spent everything I had, got him at a 4-star. He is going to be better than any 15 guy that you have, or even a halfway worked on 16. Use him, obviously. I think he's great. I remember Beerus being really powerful, and then as more came out, he became one of the lower ones on the CR16 level, and he shines in just a few aspects of the game. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Currently, we have this nightmare mode, which even I can't beat it yet because I made my team full tank, and it's this one. I think between having a good leveled up Beerus along with Fuse Zamasu, and then you're running people like Whis and Gold Frieza who are really hard hitters, you will be able to defeat the hits before the 10 rounds and move on and just try and obliterate. I cannot beat them because my team is all about survival so I can try and maintain my position in the arena here because we just deal with so many overpowered guys. But I think Fuzamasu is going to have those NPC fighting the NPC style. I think he's going to be awesome with that. I think that's where he's really going to shine. He's going to have all that self buffing. He's going to give your team tons of damage. Obviously, being a 17, he's going to be good in arena. I don't know if he's going to be great future later on. That's currently what I think of him so far. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts and what you think about him when I post the video on Facebook and upload it to YouTube. Obviously, you guys will be commenting and we can get a discussion about him and show off how strong yours is as well. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Peace.